Okay. Hope everybody's having a good day today. I think it'd be pretty cool if Idiocracy would stop. I wonder if that even I'm wondering if that is if that's a true word or not, Idiocracy. I think it's kind of funny a little bit. It's funny, but it's not funny. Because it's enough's enough, for real. Let me see here. I'm trying to get it shared out. I'm trying to get the stream shared out. Okay. Hi, Justice Jane. How are you? First off, I want to really jump off by saying thank you to everyone who has subbed up to my channel. Um, I had no idea I would ever get over 25 subscriptions, for real. That's just honest to God truth right there. But I did it. Look at me, yay! So that's the good thing. I'm doing a lot better tonight, Jane. A lot better. A lot better. It's been a hard week for me. They started me on a steroid treatment because, for many who don't know, I do have lymphoma, and my lung is just. They said I wouldn't make it till Christmas, but I believe I'm gonna do it. So the steroids they started me on made me really sleepy and really tired, and just for a few days there, I didn't know if I was gonna react to it good and work out with it and everything else. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. I just got through eating some fried potatoes and onions, to be honest. So yeah, my appetite's back and everything. If you will, please share it out. I don't know how long I'll talk tonight. I do have a tendency of getting on here and be blabbermouth. But I want to talk about what's going on down there in Georgia and a few other cases that I have not gotten to. I really haven't gotten to see a whole lot of much this week because of me being sick. Hold on, let me take my hair down. I had it pulled up because I was cooking and stuff. But if everyone will please, you know, share the chat out. I'm really shocked my hair is really growing out. But y'all had to bear with me just a little bit because I mean, yeah, I was doing a lot of streams there for a while back when I first started back up a couple years ago, but it's been a while and I'm getting my feet back in the water now. So yeah, do I sound okay? I mean, does it sound all right? Is my sound okay? Okay, let me see here. Okay, yeah, I know how to do that. Okay, cool. Just checking to see if I remembered how. Thank you. My video, I mean, I'm sure my video is doing okay. Surely there's gonna be more than just one show up, Miss Jane. I shared it out on my Facebook and stuff, so let me see here what we got going on. A lot of people don't really want to a lot of people know me by my Facebook channel. I used to do a lot of lives on Facebook, a lot, but kind of stepped back. I did. I stepped back because I went through a bunch of things and yeah, stuff like that. But let me see here if I can get. Let me see if I can get some others in here. Just bear with me. So let me see here. I know what I can do. Where are you from, Jane? I'm in Missouri and it is raining tonight. Feel like a sitting duck. Okay. Well, I guess ain't nobody else gonna show up but us. So, East Tennessee. Let me see. Are you close to Memphis? Or my daughter lives in Clarksville. Her and her husband and my new grandson, they live in Clarksville. He's stationed at Fort Campbell. So, no, you're on the other side. I'm thinking of West Tennessee, I believe. About 40 minutes. Oh, so you're 40 minutes from Summer and Baby Evelyn. See, I followed some of Baby Evelyn's case, but not a whole lot. I was so hopeful that we would find Summer. So hopeful. Um, that was the first case I really dove into, I guess you could say, after the Madison Lambert case. I don't know if you heard about that. It was 2020. I knew her. She was best friends with my daughter, and it's tragic how people can just take somebody's life at the snap of a finger. Maddie was a young, bright young lady, and she had a bright future ahead of her. But somebody decided that they wanted to be God, and idiocracy. That's all it is, idiocracy. So, till I take my last breath, I will be trying to find out every single thing that portrayed to us losing her. Yeah, I now share. When with Summer's case, that's kind of why I stepped back a little bit, because you know someone like me, for instance, I don't have a huge base. I do not. I don't have a huge base at all. And therefore, when I'm sitting there and I'm trying to get my channel up and running and things like that, it really defeated me. I'm not gonna lie, it really defeated me because it scared me. I don't do well with drama. I don't. I mean, I might joke and cut up on some channels and stuff like that with other people and stuff. But there's a time to be serious, and there's time to be playful. Uh, I know what it's like to be a missing person. I know what it's like to look for someone who's missing. Uh, I know what it's like to be a victim. I've been there, done that, got the scars on my face to prove that situation. But you know, whenever you got these other creators out here who, and I work with some great ones. I mean, the ones I work with, I'm thankful that I know them, and I love them to death. I have, they're on my messenger or they have my personal number. Actually, the ones that I really deal with do have my personal number. And I'm so thankful for that because all that drama last year with Summer's case, it just about shut me down completely. I mean, completely. But yeah, I fear that we'll never ever know what happened to baby Summer. You know, and baby Quentin. I'm really hoping a few more jump in here real quick before go to diving into it, but it don't look like they are going to show up too much. No, you say Greenville, you mean Greenville, Illinois, or not Greenville, Illinois, right? I don't know where Greenville, Tennessee is. And this share person, I hear something about sharing. I'm just like, do you believe in, life after love or I got you, babe, and stuff like that? That's what I think of whenever I, hear share. But obviously, Cher is not singing with Sonny. And now, Benny, if you're, I believe, I know who you're talking about with Benny. Yeah, that was a whole headache and a half right there. So, uh, man, I hope somebody else can pop in here with us. I really hope so. So, near Knoxville, Tennessee. Okay, I know where that's at. See, I went to Tennessee or Fort Campbell. We spent a lot of time in Clarksville when I was over there with her last year. Me and my daughter, we have a strange relationship. I made a lot of choices in my life, and I'm not proud of them. But one thing I can honestly say, the love I have for my child it won't even end when I die. So I hope my internet's not trying to mess up. There it goes. Okay, it's back working. I live in a camper and an RV too, so that kind of has a tendency to mess with things. Also, yeah, voices, voices in the wall. You mean? Yeah. It wasn't there was a while back too a lady that was named Cher, she or something other like that, a heavy set lady, I think it was. I'm not sure, not making puns at heavy set people by no means, because Lord knows I've put the weight on and lost it and everything else. So I almost wonder if I should have shared it or streamed on Facebook instead. I usually don't stream on YouTube, but I figured since my subscribers are going up a little bit, I would go that route. TikTok now, I wished I had as many subscribers on here as I have on TikTok. I have almost 4,000 on TikTok. But okay, see you later, Jane. I'm just gonna go ahead and start shooting it here. Then the issue with Georgia I'm having right now, I made a TikTok earlier about it. You mothers down there, and when I say you mothers, maybe I need to rephrase that because a woman who will have a child just murder it, because there's two cases I've seen today. I've watched one I'm following and one I'd followed before, the little baby in the suitcase. Caro is his name, I believe. His name. That broke my heart. That did. That broke my heart, and it almost traumatized me to a point to where I didn't even want to look at a suitcase or anything like that without thinking, how could someone put a child, in a suitcase? and leave it in the woods. That takes a certain kind of special, I do believe, for someone to do that kind of mess. Our children do not ask us to be made. And I really struggle with this a lot too, because, me and my daughter, but I thank God every single day I did give birth to my child, because that gives me a focus. That gives me a reason to hold on when I don't want to hold on anymore. The little boy that was in the suitcase, in Indiana, I believe his name was Caro. Hold on a second. I'm going to look and see if I can find that real quick. Hold on. Caro Jordan, I believe. Is that his name? Yeah. Hold on a second. Let me change this here real quick. All right. That's the one I want to do right there. I'm going to switch over here and let me see if I can do this without messing up. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on 1 second here. Let me see if I can get my friend in here to help me. There she is. Okay, let me see. Here. Let me think here. Let me think. Y'all just bear with me for a moment here. If anybody jumps in, I'm trying to. I'm gonna have to take a crash course in, I swear, and streaming for dummies. I swear I am. I'm gonna have to. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Let me just do it like this. Haha. Found it. Yay, I found it. So we are going to, I want to look at this one here that I seen that really touched me.
Now to our top stories. New details today about the case of the little boy's body found in a suitcase in rural County, Indiana. Indiana State Police announcing Cairo Amar Jordan was the boy found back in April. In a news conference earlier this morning, ISP detailed how they identified the boy in the suitcase and, more importantly, the main suspects in the case, including his mother. On April 16th of this year, a mushroom hunter came across the case on an isolated road in Washington County, Indiana. Responded, they found a young black child inside outside with no visible cause of death. For months, there were no witnesses or family members who came forward to claim the boy, and no matches to any missing children. Police took in thousands of tips, but they led to nothing. Then, finally, a match with the fingerprints on trash bags found inside the suitcase, leading police to two suspects. Today, that break in the case, ISP identifying two women, one of whom is in custody, the other is still on the run. Tom Lally joins us from Salem this evening. Tom.
Grace, I want to put this little boy's death into perspective with what it meant here in the community. And I want to show you his grave. It is surrounded by flowers and toys. These weren't left after we learned this boy's name. They were when he was laid to rest just a short while ago here by the community. This headstone partially funded by Salem itself. And it reads, "A beloved little boy known but to God." And Jeff Meredith, the man who found that boy not too long ago, just 6 months ago, said he was fearful that he would go the rest of his life without ever knowing this boy's name. But he said he believed in a promise made to him by Indiana State Police.
I'll never forget that words that state trooper told me. There's not going to be a moment lost that we won't be looking, trying to help this little feller. And he promised me, and he came through, that he would find who done this.
At this time, we can also identify, identify the young man that was found in the suitcase. He was Cairo Amar Jordan.
Cairo Jordan? Man, that sounds so good. Cairo Jordan.
The boy Jeff found dead and in a suitcase just off this road, where a small white flag still marks the spot. Of course, today's news only bittersweet. The woman facing murder charges still at large.
Dwan Ludi Anderson, 37, of Atlanta, Georgia, who is the mother of the deceased child.
The probable cause affidavit shows Anderson sent Facebook messages claiming her son was a demon who tried to harm her. She wrote to an Indiana pastor saying she believed he was actually 100 years old and she used blood for some kind of exorcism. In reality, he was a defenseless 5-year-old boy who an entire community rallied around, and Indiana State Police were able to identify.
It feels like the weight of the world went off my shoulder, because I got his name now. I did not want to go out of this world without knowing that little boy's name. Because when I first saw that little feller's face, it was like he was screaming help to me. The only help I know to do is to call 911. And that's what I did.
And it worked.
Yeah. Thank God for the Indiana State Troopers.
And you can see on the headstone, there's enough space to put Cairo's full name, Cairo Amar Jordan, which we now know. And I actually talked with the cemetery. They say it'll do as possible. Live in Salem, Tom Lally, WHAS 11, on your side.
Now, let me just jump on here with y'all for a moment. What kind of person does that? What kind of parent does that? That's just all I want to know. But I'm fixing to play another video for y'all so y'all can see what her excuse was. I'm just down redonkulous. Idiocracy. It's not idiocracy, it's idiocracy. Here we go. This is the one right here.
If you're fed up with the line, everyone else at school has one, then get your kids a telephone plan that will give them the minutes.
It's 5 o'clock and there is a search underway right now for the mother of a little boy found dead in a suitcase in southern Indiana.
A made Facebook post just days before Mushroom Hunter found her son's body, saying her son was possessed by a demon and talked of an exorcism. That's according to court documents released around noon today. And now state police want you to take a very good look at DeJuan Anderson's
Idiocracy.
picture. They shared it with us during a press conference at 10:30 this morning.
DeJuan is the mother. She was last seen in the Echo Park area of Los Angeles. This is a case that has spanned months.
And as we learned today, it's involved police over much of the country. Until now, this picture of a suitcase was about the only thing we knew about this little boy. And tonight, we're finally getting some answers about who this little boy was and what may have happened to him. Before that, mushroom hunter found his body in a suitcase in Washington County back in April. Our Rich and I traveled back to southern Indiana today.
And Rich learned why Indiana State Police believe DeJuan Anderson murdered her son, 5-year-old Cairo Jordan.
Investigators found a fingerprint on a trash bag in the suitcase with the boy's body that led them to DeJuan Anderson, the mother of 5-year-old Cairo Jordan. Indiana State Police have not yet found Anderson. She's now wanted for murder.
Just this morning, we learned more about the death of a little boy found in a suitcase in southern Indiana. A mushroom hunter found this Las Vegas suitcase in the woods of eastern Washington County April 16th. A black boy's body was inside. An autopsy determined the boy died from an electrolyte imbalance. In June, the fingerprint match was made to 37 Anderson. Another fingerprint from the trash bag in the suitcase matched 40-year-old Dawn Coleman. The cell phones of both women placed them in the area of Pekin April 14th, 2 days before the suitcase was found. Coleman's social media accounts include videos of her with a Las Vegas suitcase. Court social media posts from both women that indicate they thought the boy was demon-possessed. 8 days before the body was discovered, Coleman posted, "Nothing is what it seems, and we are catering to evil beings and children avatars that aren't even children." And 5 days before the body was discovered, Anderson posted, "I have survived the death attacks from my 5-year-old throughout the 5 years he has been alive. I have been able to weaken his powers through our blood." Sergeant Kerry Holes fought his emotions this morning as he identified the boy for the first time after the 6-month investigation.
He was Cairo Amar Jordan.
Cairo is from Atlanta and would have turned 6 this week. His father, Vincent Jordan, posted photos of Cairo on Facebook. Vincent said he had not seen his son since 2017, when Anderson took him away in a custody battle.
State police tracked down Dawn Coleman and arrested her in San Francisco a week ago. She's charged with neglect and obstruction of justice. Police went to the Los Angeles area but did not find the mother, DeJuan Anderson.
I just found another one, so hold on one second here while I show y'all this. This is from the family of the little boy.
The Disney Movie Club. Get 4 movies for only $1 with membership.
You got it? Wow. What was the first part again?
She's hilarious. Man, I'd like to take and do nothing more than hose her down with some holy water.
Product drops get you press, but so do broken websites. Every minute of website downtime means.
Family of Cairo Jordan, the child found dead inside a suitcase off a rural southern Indiana road, is speaking out.
This after learning his fate less than 48 hours ago. Gladys Batista joins us in the room. Gladys?
Well, Vicki, Rick, this is a tragedy that has shocked our entire community. From the moment we learned a little boy was found dead in that suitcase, to then learning no one had come forward to identify him, to now 6 months later learning his name and who police believe is behind his death, his own mother. But of course, there is no greater pain than that of his family. Here are his paternal grandparents and great uncle in their own words.
For 6 months, this entire southern Indiana community knew him as Angel, an unidentified little boy found dead inside this suitcase in these Washington County woods. But for the 5 years he was alive,
very joyous kind of person. He played a lot. He liked dinosaurs. The last I saw him,
Cairo's paternal grandparents, Kimberly and Vincent Jordan, alongside his great uncle,
still hasn't really sunk in.
reminisced on this smile.
Nice kid, sweet kid. And, you know, we ain't seen him in probably, a couple of years. Yeah. And she off with him, so.
But the trio says even throughout a custody battle, his mother, Deshawn Anderson, was in with Jordan's father in Atlanta, Georgia.
He wanted to try to work something out to where they could have him jointly. And the next thing I know, she disappeared. I did not think that it was uncommon at the time because she's always, you know, moving around.
They never could have imagined he was in danger.
She didn't show no signs of being a bad mother.
No, she didn't.
You know, that I see. You know, for this to happen, you know, it sort of blow your mind.
Now at the center of a manhunt as he faces several charges in his death, including murder.
It's one thing hurting a kid, then, you know, your own kid, it's, it don't make no sense.
Another woman, 40-year-old John Coleman, is also facing charges, is in custody in California. Police say fingerprints found on a trash bag that was inside the suitcase matched the two women. An affidavit also details chilling face of a demonic child and talking about an exorcism. An autopsy found Jordan died from electrolyte imbalance as a result of a stomach bug. But as we now learn of the child, this community honored in death, his family said they're grateful.
To see the people that come through in a different state that did not know him from a can of paint, it shows what humanity really is.
Anderson is believed to be somewhere in California. She's been seen in Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Francisco. Meanwhile, Coleman will be extradited to Indiana within the next to face charges in Jordan's death. Live from the newsroom, Gladys Bautista, WOKY News.
Thank you.
Again, that is the word for the night. Idiocracy. It breaks my heart. It really breaks my heart to know that people can do that. And you could see, you know, they said someone from California, a lady from California, is going to be facing charges also. So with that case, that leads us into the main case that's on my mind. So let's just get on to it. In Georgia, I don't know what the heck's wrong with y'all down there. I really don't. I'm starting to be a little bit concerned. For real, I am. Because, it's just, y'all crack me up down there. And I was born and I was raised down there in Georgia. So, yeah. Hold on a second. Just right on over here to this one. We're going to talk about Georgia. The town I used to love, or the state I used to love, is where I was born at. So, I mean, there's a few things actually I want to talk about tonight. So, I mean, I might be a little bit of a live. So here we have baby Quentin. Dear precious baby Quentin. We're going to watch this right here. wish I could hit an epic win like that.
It's been nearly 3.5 weeks since little Quentin Simon went missing. There's been a lot that's happened over the last 23 days. And our Andy Cole has been on this story from the very beginning. He joins us now live from the morgue. Tell us what's the latest.
Hey, good evening, Shannon. In just the last hour, up for the week. Now, over the last 2 weeks, searching a landfill just about a mile from where I am right now, piece by piece, looking for any sign of Quentin Simon.
Right now, you're looking at new images the FBI gave us of the diligent search of that landfill. The experts are positioned on what the FBI calls a search deck. Through every piece of trash, and then that section is removed and a new one is brought in. Police told us they were able to section off part of the landfill where they believe Quentin is. So we wanted to know how much progress they've made. Investigators declined to say. We do know that the searchers have scoured tons of garbage. It's unclear if the landfill search will continue. Meanwhile, back at the home where Quentin was last seen, the memorial continues to grow. Hecklers have put up new yard signs and continue to take the family daily.
And Andy, have you heard from Quentin's mom at all?
Yeah, I went by the home where Quentin was last. To my surprise, Leilani, Quentin's 22-year-old mom, and his grand.
Just for a second here I am, because you know, there's been a lot of talk about the protesting and things like that. Trust me, I'm all for quiet and peaceful protest. But what we have here on our hands is a woman who has murdered her child, but has no recollection of it. She must be recollecting something, plain and simple, to be getting drunk, to be just acting the way she is. And I'm not gonna lie, if I had the means to get down there, I probably would have been down there and tried to drag her out of her house, to be honest, because, you know, that little baby, he 20 months old. The other one was 5, this one's 20 months old. I just had a grandson born October 3rd. I can't even fathom it, because you know, and grandma, I kind of felt a little bad at first for her. Possibly, you know, she's working, she's doing the best she can, try to do what she can. But here's the one big thing I have a problem with. Why in God's name, why in the hell did you not just let Quentin go stay with Miss McCarter, Miss Diana, the babysitter? It makes no sense. Idiocracy. Stupidity is what that was. I feel like, and this is just my opinion only, I feel like the mother should be sitting underneath the jail right now. With, I mean, all the gel and all of it on top of her. You know, like, Leonie needs to be buried underneath rubble and trash and things like that right now. Because I remember watching videos from back at 9/11 and things like that. And, you know, when you have to dig through soot and maggots and nasty stuff like that, just to find a piece of mail or something you might have threw away, that's one thing. But when you have to dig through all that nastiness that's been compacted once, because once it goes into a trash truck, it gets compacted down. My only prayer right now is that we do find baby Quentin, because he did not deserve whatever fate his mother decided or his egg donor decided to take upon him and end his little life. I mean, there's a video too that's out, and his spirit. I mean, you can see it running across the screen. It breaks my heart, and I really don't see where we need to play any more of the video because, Leonie, the video that she did share or that she did talk about and discuss, Grandma Billy Joe could not even look at her. She couldn't even look at her like that. Yeah, she just couldn't. And then if Leonie and her mom would not have went and partied and done everything they've done, they might have a chance to have someone to possibly take their situation into consideration. But whenever it comes to a little baby, here's how it is. When it comes to a baby or a child, hell, even an adult, people, it's not our choice who gets to live and who gets to die. It's not. I did a live back in July over this topic I'm fixing to touch on right now. It's not up to us whether we live or die. Yeah, we might want to try and end our lives or whatever, and if you're struggling or whatever, the numbers and things like that are on the screen to reach out. It's up to the man upstairs or your higher power or whoever. But let me tell you something. Somebody besides your mama and your daddy brought you into this world. And there ain't a doubt in my mind that person wasn't God. So, when baby Quentin lost his life prematurely, he probably was spared because the pure hell that he probably would have had to suffer more. 20 months old. I can't even. I struggle daily because I wasn't mean or whatever, but I remember raising my voice and having a little bit of an anger issue. But it's not our children's fault. If look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Leonie, Simon, if you're watching this, I hope you are. If you want to take it out on somebody, bring your ass to Missouri. Come on up here to Missouri, because we're the show me state. I'll show you what it's about. You're gonna go to prison somehow or another. It's whether we find him or not, I'm sure we'll find something. I'm sure they're gonna find something. You're gonna go to prison, and if he was deceased when you put him in that trash, that's tampering with a corpse. Did you know tampering with a corpse is a federal punishment? I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, I'm going to look to be 100% sure, and I'll share it in my community tab later because I can do that now. I'm kind of glad about that. But yeah, actually, you know what? Hold on a second. We'll just look it up here real quick. Hold on. Let me just ask Google: is tampering with a corpse a federal offense in Georgia? God forbid anywhere else. What does it say? Tampering with evidence. Now that's called tampering with a corpse. A person commits the offense tampering with evidence with the intent to prevent the apprehension or cause the wrongful apprehension of any person or to obstruct the prosecution or defense of any person. He knowingly destroys, alters, conceals, or disguises physical evidence or makes, devises, prepares, or plants false evidence. Hold on here. Is moving. Let's try is moving. a corpse. Let's try that one here real quick. All right. Mutilation of corpse law. Right there. Mutilation of corpse is a wrong of willfully, recklessly, wantonly, unlawfully, or negligently dismembering or disfiguring by cutting, scratching, or mishandling the body of a dead person. It is an offense or dissecting or dismembering without authority the dead body of a person. So is that a federal law? That's what I want to know right there, because to be honest, I think it should be. Kidnapping is. Kidnapping is. So, it says here the law on moving human remains under the Burial Act 1857, when a person has been buried, is unlawful to disturb or remove the body without lawful authority. The exhumation of cremation ashes on consecrated ground can only be authorized by a faculty from the local diocese. Now, just ask you this. Does Leonie have her mortician license? Did she go to mortuary school? Or did her boyfriend? Whoever. I don't know who did this to this baby. It's gonna be found out. I would like to know where the boyfriend's at, though. Why he just burned the rubber to the road real quick and got out of town. For real, it's makes no sense. Idiocracy. So it's retarded, is what it is. Plain and simple, retarded. Retarded. So yeah, Leonie, if you want to really know what it's gonna be like, I went to prison. I went to federal prison. I didn't kill nobody. I killed a piece of me when I went to prison, because that me's no more. It's just disgusting how people can do that. And I was on TikTok earlier today also. Y'all leave the babysitter alone. Leave her alone. That lady showed that baby something y'all couldn't show him. Love. She did. She showed Simon love, or Quentin love. And I seriously believe without a shadow of doubt that lady grieves every minute since that baby's been gone. Hey, Sluggy. I was fixing to give up. But yeah, I'm sure that babysitter, she grieves every moment. I've just been rambling, Sluggy. I'm mad. It's everything has got me upset with this whole stuff, because how the hell they do that? I just want to know how the hell they do that. So I just don't understand it at all. And I've got it up on the screen right here, Sluggy, about the federal offense and things like that, because that makes me wonder. I hope it is a federal offense, because if it is, guess what? I know where every federal prison is in the United States, and women that's been to federal prison, they have a bond for real. So I'm sure all I gotta do is just reach out and send somebody a message, some commissary, something, put some money on their books. You'll wish to God you'd have never hurt that baby. I'm not threatening. I'm just making a statement. It is what it is. We don't take too kind of that in the prisons, you know, especially those of us who do care about our kids. It murdered me, literally, when I had to leave mine. That's when I lost. That's when I lost me. Was then. So that being said, I need to get off of that soapbox for a moment because I feel my blood pressure going up, and I don't need that happening. Sluggy, how you been doing? I missed the interview room tonight. I wanted to watch it, and I missed it. I went live. It's just been on my mind. I was cooking me some taters and onions a while ago and frying me some up, and had my TikTok going, and checking to see if Miss McCarter had, said anything back yet on the post that I put on her videos and stuff. And Miss Collier, Debbie Collier's son, is asking for help from everyone, and has asked I believe it's the sheriff. Is it the sheriff? I think. Hold on a second. We'll look and see. Let's see here. The one of Habersham County or whatever. I did not follow Debbie Collier case. I may dive into it though now, so that way I can assist him some, and if he needs it or whatever, I just try to help everybody. I do. Debbie Collier update. There we go. All right, so. I may have to jump on my TikTok and see where it's at real quick. Okay, let me see here. So 4 weeks ago. Oh, the 911 calls were released. See, I don't know nothing about this case. Hardly. All right, let me see here if I can find it. Y'all bear with me one moment. Okay. It's going to be on my TikTok. Hold up one second. Let me jump over here to my TikTok. Hold on. Hold on a second. Remove that one. Let me find this one here. Hold up. Hold up. Crap dog. Have to do everything, so hold on a second. Hold on, I'm still here, y'all. Just give me a second. It's not gonna let me work. Hold on. me see here. Oh, I don't know if I'm supposed to. I hope I don't get. I'm not trying to make no money off this anyway, so I don't get upset. Sorry, big crime.
Welcome to Bedcrime Stories podcast. I'm your host, T, and I hope you guys are all doing well. Finally, a
Not the one.
word from Debbie Collier's son.
Let me just stop sharing that one real quick because I ain't trying to get, I'm not trying to get stricken. Just now starting this stuff up, so let me see here if I can find another one. I can't find it right now. So anyway, Idiocracy is what it is, because the son, just basically was saying that he wants it shared because he's asked one of the people to step down publicly, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. So, y'all follow me on TikTok or whatever. You can. I shared it. I reposted it, and I even told him if he needed any assistance with anything to let me know. So, but that's that. This rain is really messing with my internet, and I've been streaming for an hour now. So I'm going to get off of here, and I do have to take some medicine tonight. But thank you all for who did join and watched with me. I'm going to do some more of these. I just don't know exactly how often or how few in between I'll do them. But stay tuned because I will be touching base. I'm going to make a couple phone calls this weekend or this week coming up. And Sluggy, I thought I'd lost you. But anyway, I am going to be making some phone calls because I've heard some other interesting things in a baby girl's case that that'll probably be the death of me, to be honest. But okay, are you going live tonight, Sluggy? If you are, I may just come join you now. So I was down for a week. I swear it felt like a whole week. Y'all like my earrings? My little earrings? My little Missouri shirt? No, it's not. You've been like, girl, I was sick. They started me on the steroid treatment and for lymphoma and things like that because I have, with the lymphoma, I have there's an aggressive B cell type, somewhat in there that I will break out in like a sore almost, and it does not want to heal, and it's aggressive. It's B cell is what it's called, B cell lymphoma. B cell, T cell, some hell cell. That's what I look at it. But actually, the lymphoma is, for once now, it's done it before, but it's actually, my body is responding to the steroids. It made me very, very sleepy, very, very tired. I'm still a little tired, but my body's responding, which I know is answered. So you're battling Lyme disease. Oh, I know a lady back in Mississippi County where I used to live. and she's battled that. I it's I was diagnosed in '08. I ignored it. I started out with the B12 injections because my blood was really, really messed up. And, you know, I just ignored it for real. I wished I wouldn't have because, you know, that's why I don't have no teeth. People say what they want to say, but that's why I have no teeth. I don't know if you can tell or not. Inside my jaw over here, it goes a little bit down further where they had to take out more jawbone than I wanted them to. But I wish I'd have took chemo? No, I don't, because had I done that, I probably would not be sitting here telling my story today. And you know, I just thank God every day that I have alive. And yeah, anybody who battles a disease such as cancer or Lyme disease, anything like that, cystic fibrosis, any of those diseases, thoughts and prayers. But you know, we have to wait and go with God, because ultimately it's God's decision who lives and who goes. So anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here. Y'all probably catch me floating around on YouTube, floating around doing something, who knows. But I'm gonna get my medicine and put my jammies on, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we're over 50 subscribers now. Thanks. Bye.